Hi, we're Becky the Band, and you're listening to the Street Beats radio show with Liverpool's number one, DJ Too Kind.
Her name is Mary Magdalene. She don't know where her daddy's been while she's been outside rioting. Her attitude needs ironing. Someone call the fireman, 'cause I'm about to blow. I pray for levels, lightning, fire, snow. All these crazy girls around here don't know how to let go. I said she's so crazy, she puts the other girls to shame. I said she's so crazy, yeah. She puts the other girls to shame. She puts them all to shame. Her name is Mary Magdalene, and she don't know where her daddy's been while she's been outside rioting. Her attitude needs ironing. Someone call the fireman, 'cause I'm about to blow. About to blow, about to blow. I said now I'm about to blow. She's so crazy, she puts the girls to shame. Her name is Mary Magdalene. And she don't know where her daddy's been while she's been outside rioting. Her attitude needs ironing. Someone call the fireman, 'cause I'm about to blow. About to blow, about to blow. I said now I'm about to blow. She's so crazy, she puts the girls to shame. Her name is Mary Magdalene.
So this is the Street Beats radio show with me, DJ Too Kind. This is how we do every Friday night here on Widow Radio 92.1 FM. Now tonight in the studio, I've got a few special guests. First time they've ever been on the show, and so for that I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So if we go for, obviously, ladies first, if you can introduce yourself.
Alright guys, my name's Becky, and this is my compadre Ross, and we are Becky and the Band.
Becky and the Band. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. I mean, musically, how would you describe
we were a live human beatbox, hip-hop, R&B, reggae band, I'd say.
Wow.
With some serious soul.
And I'm called the Band. Literally, that's what, you know, we used to get on stage and say, we're called Becky and the Band. My name's Becky. And I go silent.
Just to keep people guessing.
And, just to keep them all guessing.
So, I mean, how did you guys first sort of link up together?
Oh God, this is quite
a funny story. My ex-boyfriend, me and him were beatboxing together. We were on the street.
An ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, ex-boyfriend. We were there. It's my sister. And, we were beatboxing together, and suddenly he just, I don't know, they had their own little thing going off, and we
were all beatboxing on the streets of Liverpool at the time as well. We all started busking, didn't we?
I'd say a Yoko moment, but without having the Yoko ball. So, do you know what I mean?
I'm that much of an inspiration.
So when was this? When did this start?
Started last year.
Okay, so
it's only, we were still quite fresh, but still, it's one of the things. We've been jamming for 2 years, but we started a band properly last year.
Okay.
And we're like, we'll go for it then.
So, when it comes to music, would you, obviously you've got the band, that's yourself, so you do the beatboxing?
Beatbox, guitar, drums, piano, bass, banjo, mandolin. You give me any instrument, I'll play it. I'm a weirdo.
A talented weirdo, if you don't mind saying so. So if people would say, is there something that you could compare your music or sound? Obviously listeners are going to hear it in a bit.
Half. People sort of say a mix between a hip-hop version of Adele and Amy Winehouse with a bit of reggae. That's the way I'd sort of say it. That's the way I can sort of grab it.
So Jungle Adele at our drum and bass nights, I've had quite a few times. Jungle Adele,
Jungle Adele. Okay, I like the sound of that. So musically, so what influences? So we'll start with you, Becky. What were you influenced by growing up?
Well, growing up, I listened to a lot of Lauryn Hill. My dad was actually a breakdancer for the majority of my childhood. So obviously,
in Liverpool.
Yeah.
So what's your dad's name?
I don't know whether he'd appreciate me saying
that's a very Liverpool thing, that, isn't it? So like,
I've always wanted to spin his head every time I meet him. I'm like, that spinning thing just looks to me like,
okay,
family parties.
All right, then, because I'm old school, you see, and I've sort of came through those breaking times. So we'll off air we'll talk about the actual government names. So okay, so hip hop and breakdancing was I imagine.
Well, from that I got like the Beastie Boys, Run DMC, all that kind of Sugar Hill Gang, obviously on repeat in the car. My dad thinking that he's Damian Marley bouncing around with his big speakers. That's sort of the upbringing that I had. And I'm pretty certain you can hear that when you hear me pipes go off.
Okay. So when did you start singing? When did you find that you had a voice?
I've been singing for quite some time, but I've only really got in touch with it after really meeting Ross, to be honest.
Okay.
So brought it out with me.
Did the beatboxing come before the singing?
No, I've been singing for quite a long time, but I've never used it. I only started using it recently. It was only in conjunction with Ross that it sounded like it was something that needed to be put out there. Do you know what I mean? And we've persevered with it completely.
Okay. So how about you, Ross? Music wise, what influenced you, and what was your influences growing up?
I go all the way from back to the 1920s on a real old school jazz like Jelly Roll Morton to the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, some 90s. Don't mind, but I'm a real my beatboxing was sort of messing around in school with a friend going with the teacher trying to joke around. It turned into a party trick to get girls to.
So it's like, was that during or after detention?
That was both. Do you know what I mean? That was the reason why I was in detention. So, look at that, like looking at it. Fake record.
One thing about music, when it hit you feel no pain. Why can say controls your brain? I know better than that, that's game. Now we ready for that? Soldiers head of the pack, matter of fact, who got the gat? Where my army at? Better attack than I react. At the beat, sit, don't reflect on how many records get sold. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, whether your projects put on hold. In the real world, just people with ideas, just like me and you. When the smoking camera disappear again, the real world bigger than all these fake ass records. Popo's got the millions and my woman's disrespected. If you check 1, 2, my word of advice to you is just relax. Do what you got to do. If that don't work, then get the facts. If you a fighter, ride a lot flame igniter, crowd exciter. You wanna just get high, then just say it. And if you a lie, pants on fire, wolf cry, agent with a Y. I'm gonna know it when I play it. It's bigger than hip hop. It's bigger than hip hop. Who shop big smalls? If we don't get them, they gon' get us all. I'm tired of running up all them crackers in the city hall. We ride for all my dogs stay real. Don't think these record deals gon' feed your season, pay your bills, because they not. MCs get a little bit of love and think they hot. Talk about how much money they got. All your records sound the same. I'm sick of that fake thug R&B raps and all day on the radio. Same scenes in the video, monotonous material. Y'all don't hear me though. These record labels sing I taste like dope. You could be next in line to find and still be writing rounds of coke. Never have a Lexus, justice, dream or some substance. I'll be my own necklace of freedom. Girl like me don't play it, I just stay awake. Real hip hop and we don't stop till we get the popo off the block. They call it hip hop. It's bigger than hip hop. Back Becky and the band, we got that crazy hits, we keep it cranked up. John blazing this, yeah. Becky and the band, we got that crazy hit, we keep it cranked up. John blaze this shit, what? You can see we got them crazy hits, we keep it cranked up. Y'all blaze to this, what? You can see we got them crazy hits, we keep it cranked up.
Thank you.
Okay, so I mean, so beatbox wise, I mean, obviously, hip hop has got obviously it's one of the 5 elements of hip hop, and from Dougie Fresh to right up to Razel and people like Scratch and that. So who were your? Did you have sort of
for
beatbox?
Me, it was Razel. When I first heard Razel, it just blew my mind. It just incredible. And then as I got over the years, as YouTube came about, and you had Beardy Man as well and stuff like that, and that was he's just another one that's a complete blown away by it.
And who was the UK guy that was pretty?
There's Reeps One,
okay,
who's he's amazing. He's
so good.
He's just hands down by far. But then you've got Hobbit. It's taken over now completely. The French and the Germans and the Belgians, they're amazing at their beatboxing, taking it way on more than us.
So I mean, did you have to develop your own style of beatboxing, or is yours of a particular?
It's sort of style? For a while I was trying to sort of you hear other beatboxers and try and do what they're doing. In the end, I've realised I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm a drummer at heart. I play drums. Drums is my first instrument, so the beatbox sort of has come really someone taking my drum kit away from me.
All right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? And then now playing the guitar at the same time with the beatbox it again started off as a party trick that's worked into someone singing to go. It sounds quite nice.
So you combine playing
beatbox
with
and guitar at the same time, yeah.
Incredible. So I mean, is there a certain thing that you're still working on trying to achieve in the beatbox world? I mean, some DJs might have a certain scratch or cut that you can't just quite define yet. Is there a certain rhythm or style or
I'd say for beatbox is drum and bass and jungle and all my grime and stuff like that. Like I love working with loads of rappers, the grime artists and stuff. It's you just can't beat that type of thing, but at the same time, for me, it's hands down drum and bass and jungle. That's a thing that I love to work with.
Which must be one of the hardest beatboxing thing to do, because
it's more challenging.
Yeah, because it's more challenging. Fast. Yeah, tempo's so high.
I love deep house, and I tend to stay away from it more because it's so simple, and it's weird saying that because it is nice and everything. Do you know what I mean? But when you go to the drum and bass and the jungle, it adds another element to that.
So you actually beatbox deep house.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sure we're going to get some of this later on. So, as far as projects that are out there musically, are you guys? I mean, online or single wise or whatever? Have you got anything out there?
We're just doing tracks at the moment. We've got videos and stuff, or like YouTube videos and Facebook and that. As I say, we've only been going for a year, so we're literally sort of
back catalogue.
We're just slowly stepping into that now.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna have to organise our Twitter and all stuff like this and everything else. We're only just sort of getting around everything else on that, really.
Yeah. And so, what's the plans going forward then? Is obviously, like I say, you're sorting stuff out from base level right now. So is it to start getting music out there for people to go and
start getting the music out there now? Becky writes songs as well on guitar, so we can now finally, she's got 5 songs, I've got 5 songs, we can put them together and say, right now, here's the album.
We want an album.
So what is the process? I mean, when you're working together, will you, Becky, will you put the lyrics together first, or is there a
it depends.
Beat,
it depends really. I mean, we've got a lot of songs that we've jammed out where we've got stuff I've written and even stuff that Becky's written as well, and we sort of mixed it together. And then some stuff's come from having a jam. We do a cover band as well, which is that takes up a lot of time, but we're slowly sort of now realising we've got these songs to build this little band now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the way we work it is, we should go in, I put the guitar, drums, bass, piano, everything down, and Becky sings it, and then it's done. Becky in the band.
Together.
So the question I like to ask a lot of, especially first time guests, is 5 years from now, when you decide not to come onto our show because you're too famous, Where do you see yourselves?
Dead skinny on a plasterboard on a bus going past. Just lost, really gloop in my face, but doing well.
And how about you?
I hope to be travelling. I hope that this takes me all over the place just to meet beautiful people that are in the exact same mind frame as me. Because realistically, I just want to travel the world for free on the back of music. Seriously, man.
I mean, like, to be honest, I mean, what you're doing is I mean, I'm yet to hear it yet, and I'm really looking forward to it. But what you're doing is so unique and so different. It's bound to at least engage with people, because it's going to be something that people haven't seen before. So if it does go the way that you're hoping to, is there any particular artists and stuff that you would like to see yourselves work? If you had a wish list, and we'll start with Becky on this one. If you had a wish list of artists, let's say alive ones, because some people say they're not alive, but that's not really
live ones. Number one would be the Skints. I don't know if you heard them. They're a ska band. They are amazing. Right. Yeah, they do a lot of work with Prince Fatty as well, which is another person. Mungo's Hi-Fi. So I'd love to work with Mungo's Hi-Fi. I think that'd be right up there.
Okay.
Wish list Lauryn Hill as well. She'd probably spit on me, but
I'm sure she would.
You know what I mean? But no, I've got so much respect for her. I'd love to work with her.
If anything's going to get Lauryn Hill back out into the studio, it might be a beatbox, singing, guitar playing band.
Fingers crossed,
hopefully. And how about yourself, Ross? Is there any artists that are in your top, 2-3 list?
I'd love to, in 5 years' time, to end up getting working for labels and pull Justin Bieber's aside and be like, what are you doing?
Justin.
A few of the others be like, what are you doing? Drake, I did like his stuff, but now I'll be like, what are you doing? I love to work with them, but I will tell them all off at the same time.
So you're going to be the Simon Cowell of...
I'm going to be like the nice Simon Cowell. I'm going to let all these horrible people in and that can sing really well, but
Brilliant. Well, listen, guys, it's been great chatting to you. You're going to stick around and do some performances for us, so we're going to look forward to that. So thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nowadays everybody wanna talk like they got something to say. Nothing comes out when they move the lips. It's just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers, they forgot about Dre, forgot about Dre. They forgot about Dre. Pick it, pack it, fire it up, and come along and take a hit from the bongo. Put that blunt down just for a second. Don't get me wrong, this is not a new method. Inhale, exhale. Just got an ounce in the mellow like a blunt or a big fat bowl, but this double barrel bong skin me stoned. I skill it, there's water inside, don't spill it. Smells like shit on the carpet, still it goes down real smooth when I get a clean hit like that skunky, funky, smelly green. Sing my song all night long as I take hits from the bow. Nowadays everybody wanna talk like they got something to say. Nothing comes out when they move the lips. It's just a bunch of gibberish. It's a couple of them forgot about Dre, forgot about Dre. They forgot about Dre. One to the two to the one to the three. I like good and I like good cheese. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I give more ass than a toilet seat. I said shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Yeah, hey, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on girl, shake that ass for me. Yeah, yeah.